May 2012, question number 5B. May 2012, question number 5B, Advanced Management Accounting. Chemicali Limited manufactures varieties of chemicals. One of the chemicals is branded Maliza and is manufactured using 3 types of ingredients, PP, KK, and MM. The standard ingredients usage and costs for 1 unit of Maliza is as follows. You can see those ingredients there. Additional information: during the month of March 2012, Chemicali Limited manufactured 115,000 units of Maliza using 3,500 kilograms of PP, 2,000 kilograms of KK, 1,900 kilograms of MM. Note 2, Chemicali Limited has used activity-based costing to allocate its overheads for a number of years. One of the main overheads is machine setup costs. During the month of March 2012, the following information was available in relation to setup costs. So they've given us a very important note there. Required, number 1, they want us to calculate the material usage variance. Number 2, the material mix variance. Number 3, the material yield variance. So let us start straight away by doing the first requirement, which is the material usage variance. Very easy question. So how do we get material usage variance? Now, ladies and gentlemen, for us to get this material usage variance, what we need to do is to remember very fast here that usage variance basically compares 2 quantities. We have usage variance. How efficient were we in terms of utilizing our raw materials? So we have that quantity that we had planned to use. We normally call it the standard quantity. So standard quantity minus the actual quantity. So what we planned vis-a-vis what we actually used. And then outside, my good students here, will have what we call standard price per what here? Per kg, per liter, per whatever. Standard price. Now please don't forget that this is standard quantity in full. Right there in full that this is standard quantity for actual what? For actual production. Standard quantity for actual what here? Production. Standard quantity for actual production. Standard quantity for actual production. So what we shall do is to calculate the usage variance for each of those 3 ingredients. So we start with the first one, which is called PP. The first one is called PP. The first one is called PP. Now please look at the question very well. In the standard card up there, are you able to see the standard quantity of PP? Yes. In the standard card up there, what I can see right away there in the standard card PP, we have 30 grams. Yes. So I will take 30 grams, multiply this by the actual quantity that was produced. For PP only, yes. 3,500, eh? No. 3,500. No, you are wrong. You know, this is standard quantity for actual number of units that were produced. We never produced 3,500. We never produced 3,500. You'll be able to see a statement there where they are telling us that we produced how many liters? 150. We produced how many units here, somebody? 1. You know, this is about, please listen to me. The 3,500 is a usage, is what was used. And again, you know, even that is a quantity of material. So here it is standard quantity for the actual number of units that we produced. What came from the system? We are told down there, if you can see down there, during the month of March 2012, Chemicali Limited manufactured how many units here? 115,000 units. So times 115,000 units. Minus, now listen to me my friends, minus the actual quantity of PP that was used. That is where your 3,500 will come in. Actual quantity of PP that was used was what here, somebody? 3.5 million. Where have I gotten the 3.5 million from?
Change into grams per kilogram.
You know, these are grams. So 30 grams times this, whatever answer I will get will be in grammage form. So even these ones here must be in form of grams. How many grams make 1 kilogram? 1,000. That is why I took my 3,500 kilograms here and multiplied them with what here, somebody? 1,000. multiply them with 1,000. So then this will translate, or rather times the standard price. So the standard price, because now here we have got grams, the standard price will be price per gram. For PP, what is the price per gram? 0.8, you're right. For PP, the price per gram is 0.8. Is that okay? 0.8. So could you kindly open brackets, say 30 times 115,000 minus 3.5 million, you close brackets times 0.8, give me an answer. Is there somebody who's getting 40,000 adverse? Yes. 40,000 adverse, 40,000 adverse, 40,000 adverse. Now from there come and give us the material usage variance, for the next ingredient, which was called what here, somebody? KK, yes. KK. So KK, are we able to see the standard quantity from the standard card of KK? How many grams?
25.
So I will take 25, but please remember, this is capital SQ. Capital SQ stands for standard quantity for actual number of units that were produced. So this will be 25 times how many units of the final product we produce at the end of the day? 115,000. I think this is where confusion is coming. Please remember, whenever we talk of actual production, we are not looking at a specific ingredient. We are looking at what the system produced. This system here was able to produce 115 what here? 1,000. Minus, are you able to see the actual quantity of KK which was used?
2 million.
2 million, thank you very much. And then outside here, we shall have the standard price per gram.
0.12.
0.12, which will end up giving us what variance at the end of the day?
105,000.
105,000 favorable, isn't it? 105,000 favorable. 105,000 favorable. 105,000 favorable. 105,000 favorable. Now from there we go to the next one. The next one after KK is which one here, somebody? MM, yes. So MM, what do we have here for MM? The standard quantity of MM, I can see it expressly there. 15 grams. But now I'm a bright student. I know that this has to be escalated to capture all the units that were produced. So this will be 15 times what here, somebody? Is it 115,000?
Yes.
Yes. Minus the actual quantity that was used.
1 million.
1.1 million. Innocent, are we? 1.9 million. Are we together?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Times the standard price.
0.10.
Thank you very much. So then this will end up giving us a what parameter? $17,500 adverse. So of course, as usual, if you're doing a CBA exam, the examiner will ask you to give them the total material usage. You must add the 3. So come and give us here the total material usage variance. Please give me the summation of the 3. And remember, for those ones who are following us online, whenever you are adding these variances, whenever you see an A, you put a negative. Don't think that you're getting absolute figures, you add them. No, you get a very big figure. 47,500 adverse or favorable? Favorable, thank you very much. So favorable is bigger, isn't it? At the end of the day, after combining them, whatever we got in this case came as a positive, so that means it's favorable. Thank you very much. Now we go to the next type of variance which this examiner wants us to get in part 2. Number 2. Number 2, what do we have there, somebody? Material mix variance. 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 So material mix variance, kindly remind me the formula?
Standard mix.
Yes, minus mix outside multiplied by standard price, you're right. So it is difference between 2 mixes. Our mixes are here. We have the standard mix minus, in this case here, the actual what here? Mix, and then outside multiplied by the standard price. Per kg or per gram or per liter, isn't it? Depending on the unit of measure of the ingredient. Now listen to me, especially at the mixture variance. This one must always be written in full. If you want to get this right always, this will be standard mix of what? Of the total actual input. Is that okay? Yes. And then the moment I qualify this, write it in full like that, the next thing I know will be to write the table of standard proportions. So come and give us here the standard proportions. Our standard proportions, we have got 3 ingredients. We have got PP, KK, and MM. Please give us the standard proportions here. The standard proportion here from your standard card. PP, what are you able to see for PP? Somebody, is it 30 grams? This is 25 grams. This is what here, somebody? 15 grams. So please give us the total here. 70, eh? Total is 70. The total is 70. The total is 70. So I want proportions. Proportions are fractions. It means that in my mixture, this PP will be 30 out of what? This will be 25 out of, and then 15 out of 70. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not flowers. They are not just good for nothing. After we get these standard proportions there, we must multiply them with something. This something that we want to multiply with these standard proportions is what? Total input, yes. Very good. Because of this language of, so it is standard mix of the total actual input. So come and give us the total actual input, the total actual input. So you must go to your information there and give us the total quantity of materials that were mixed. So I know that for KK,